Oh, I guess I should say what it does. Vial Smasher. For some reason, I keep calling it Krark. I'm probably going to do that forever. I have no idea why. But every time I've played Sakashima, I've played it with Krark, not Vial Smasher. On paper. So, the first spell you cast deals its damage, its mana cost to your opponent's face. It's random, but it's not in 1v1. And then you can have two copies with this. So if you cast like Commandeer with two Vial Smashers, it's a lot of damage. The notable card that I don't own is Blasphemous Act, which I think is 9 mana. So it's like 18 damage with both Vial Smashers in play. But it does kill your Vial Smashers, and there's probably no way ever you're getting them back into play. So that's probably, it needs to be like the last bit of damage. So it's only good sometimes. Maybe you can close it out with other things alongside it. There's a lot of spells that like cost less for each. It costs less for each creature in your graveyard. Okay, they are. I'm just so stuff like this is cool, but you need kind of a critical mass of creatures to have this be something interesting, and that seems a little difficult to me. Grixis beatdown is weird. I don't know. And then you have to also play these cards. And I'm pretty sure basically every partner combination is stuck playing against Golo Scythus Keenan all day. So good luck with that. I don't have much faith in that line. If you mill yourself a bunch and then cast them really fast, I guess you could get something done. But 2 of your turns, well, more or less, 2 of your turns are dedicated to like kind of putting these into play, and they don't really count for a discount if they die because they have to go to the command zone. I guess you could play a ton of reanimate spells. Maybe I actually do want Unearth in here, but I don't know. I don't know. It like you probably want, if you're gonna run cards like this, then you're running enough creatures to run cards like this, and swinging with a bunch and dealing, let's say, 12 damage with Embercleave before it even equips onto anything is great. But we're talking about like stacking a Jenga tower that my opponent isn't pushing pieces out of in a format that's decided by turn 3 half the time. So it just doesn't seem too great. But there is a wide enough range in both of these ideas that it's, I suppose, worth exploring in 2 different deck lists. This one is, it's not actually that creature light, you know? It's actually not. But I'm not going super creature heavy with it. I'm just not. But apart from not having Blasphemous Act, there's kind of all the other funny things in here. Bedlam Reveler is never going to cost 8, but it will deal 8. Commandeer, Tolarian Terror, these 2. Pyroblast with both Vial Smashers is like, what? 12 plus 4. Yeah, it's a lot of damage, you know? That's up. Obosh doubles the damage. Or is it double? Yeah, it doubles the damage of these because they're odd costed. Not Psychic Frog, but that obviously doesn't matter. But yeah, we're just going to try to Vial smash. That's it. We're smashing Vials. Yes, Evoke also counts, I'm pretty sure. I don't have Subtlety. Still don't have Subtlety. But I have Grief. Alright, blue is nice, but I do need red mana. Okay, they have, like, the best goblin on turn 1. I need to kill that? Ugh. Red. I think I need to kill that. I think I need to kill this. Alright, I'm gonna kill it. I don't get the Virtue, but that's fine. Virtue doesn't really do anything against Krark. I mean, against Krenko anyways. Let's play this on blue. Run this out. I can reanimate Bedlam Reveler, I guess. I can start casting Vial Smashers. Maybe there's something there. You're gonna trade? Oh, I was about to say, there's no way you trade. There's no way. Yeah, we get rid of these. Actually, maybe I keep this and just reanimate Rusko. I kind of like that. Okay, well, I can go that route too now. That's really has nothing to do with Vial Smasher, but that's an ideal route. Oh, but then I don't have double blue. Maybe that's fine. How do I not just Entomb Reanimate Gristlebrand? Like, actually, how do I not do this? I feel like my opponent is probably just going to concede. So, it's probably a good idea to do it. Yeah, I was going to say it. I'm overthinking it. I think Gristlebrand is just going to win the game. Okay. I don't know Forgotten Angel by name. It's Aragorn. No blue mana. Is that fine? I don't think that's great. Okay. Opponent doesn't have a 1-drop. Am I casting Preordain? I don't think I am. No, I'm not casting it. I'm not really looking for anything. And I'm probably going to get Xander's Lounge. Well, I guess I'm looking for Reanimate. Or Persist, I guess. They get rid of Elvish Mystic? I don't think it's too late for that one. They must be tapping out every turn from now on, though. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm not getting rid of this Mystic here. Well, there was no Tail's End. I doubt I'm ever respecting Tail's End, though. Okay. Yep, let's send this. Lightning Bolt's cool. And then I can just cast Entomb on something like Grenzo, so I can also draw Persist instead of just Reanimate. Felia, well, that's not allowed. Not allowed in my game. I'm gonna cast my commander. I think that's reasonable. I think. And then hope my opponent casts their commander? Okay, we're just going through the best cards in the game situation. Alright, I found Persist, so I can actually do it. I guess I will. I think it's better than Vial Smasher, so... Oh, what if I got Overlord? Oh, Overlord's really good, too. Yeah, I like that. That's actually kind of cool. I like it. Alright, Overlord, do stuff. Love to see it. Yeah, that's consistently dealing with the problem as opposed to gambling. And it's cool. Alright, well, we've dealt with the things to beat so far. Alright, never mind, we have it. Opponent has the entire mythic rare pile of white cards in the format. I'm not going to copy a Johnny with this. It feels weird. I guess I could have, but it doesn't feel too ideal. Alright, there's no way they also have Wash Away on top of all of that, right? There's just no way. Alright, it's chilling. It might do something. I don't have, like, a ton of things in my hand that are great for it, though. Actually, I really don't have much at all. Tap lands are a bit egregious in a 4-color well, a 4-color any deck, really. That's not really at all what I expected. Does it fight? Probably should, right? Okay. This is probably the last time I'll ever cast it, and then it's just completely out of the game forever. Okay, they didn't cast their commander. Alright. No fun for me. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised. I can copy that with Sakashima to some avail. My graveyard at least doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. Yep. It's literally just all of the best commanders in the format. It's just a pile of cards that I was playing. Ugh. So, swing. I could take out the ghost vacuum? What does that even accomplish? I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to do it. It stops my opponent from eating things that I'd have to deal with twice. So I guess I'll do it. Opponent, there is just no reason to eat your own graveyard. What was the point of that? I don't understand why they just did that. How are you not casting Aragorn? Like, how is this actually better than Aragorn? I don't understand. Okay. I probably should trade. Actually, no, if they're going to keep swinging, maybe 4 damage is 4 damage. And then play this tapped. And then play this. Okay, this looks a bit weird. So, they have no cards. I can do this. No, I want to play this first. It's about the same damage, but my opponent doesn't have their commander in play. So I'll just do this. That is a 4-mana card. So I can Kolaghan's Command, and then I have to deal with Uro. So maybe not doing that. Okay, now I just have to. I can eat Uro at some point. That's not great. Do I swing first? 1, 2, they block. Trade. Yeah, we swing first. What if I didn't swing? Okay, I'm actually not going to swing, because then Seagate's a problem. So we don't swing. Because then they can't just freely cast Uro. Okay, it's like kind of insane to me that I like won this game. Oh, they do block with it, really? Wow. I can't believe I won this. Wow. Cool. Alright, well, that just happened. I just copied a bunch of Skyclave apparitions. Well, Felia, Ajani, Uro, Skyclave, Anim Pakal, Swords of Plowshares. Yeah, that was a wall of really good cards. Wow, alright. Elspeth. Ooh. Alright, well, heir apparent it is. Heir apparent it is. Oh, Horse with another super chat. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate you, buddy. For making the deck and doing the thing. Yeah, I mean, I haven't... Well, actually, I didn't know what I'm talking about. It was actually Vial Smash or Lethal. Thank you, thank you. Obosh is a piece of something, but it costs 5. I don't know. I mean, if I set everything up in a 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of, or a 3, 4, 5 situation. Oh, wait, what? That's not a rabbit. Is Spartan me? Excuse? Still gonna obviously go for it here. Okay, now I'm just completely confused. Wow. Elspeth that isn't boring. Look at that. Vial Smasher does play a fair amount of interesting cards as well. I kind of just lose if they blow up my board. It's just... Alright, you know, I'm going to go this route. It puts a different kind of permanent in play. And it also gives me a second thing to copy. This just feels safer. I think this is just a better idea than just deciding that I lose to Cleansing Nova or whatever. Okay. So this can kill either of them? It does not kill either. What? What are you doing? So I can cast this. I should just simply cast this. Oh, it can go to Planeswalkers? Well, shoot. Oh, shoot. Okay, I should read more. Yeah, look at that. I didn't read that before. No, I think I want... No, go away. Let's go both here. Get rid of a 1/1. I mean, you just block... Yeah, all you're doing is losing a 1/1 with this exchange here. It should be fine, right? Actually, you lose both 1/1s because I swing twice. That's not too bad. I mean, Elspeth doesn't die until I cast something, right? Okay. For 4? We should swing first. This gets rid of a 1/1. I think I'm playing this. I really did miss a lot of damage going face here, but killing Elspeth is really good. And I don't know if I'm going to play this thing as a land. Actually, you know what? I probably should. Yeah. Let's not be weird. Alright, I have a board state. things are happening. This is where they probably try to cast like Farewell. Yeah, feels like that would make the most sense to me. Oh, or not. Alright, we did it. We did it. We just completely dunked on Elspeth that wasn't rabbits. I think Marwin's the untapped one. I think so. Sometimes people roll Fellos instead. Is Entomb good on its own? Not really. Well, that's unfortunate. Can you target yourself? Target player discards a card. Okay, so I can target myself. That's pretty cool. Let's get... This is a red land, so let's get you. I don't think I need the Xander's Lounge. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. No, oh, I didn't want that land. I wanted the other one. Okay. I suppose I am inclined to let him just do that. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's kill. So 2 damage, discard. I discard Lurker. My opponent discards, or I kill my opponent's commander. And I can ideally reanimate it next turn. Alright, we're lurking. Oh, I should have. You know what? I should have went to combat first. Yep. Should have went to combat first. Alright, looks like it didn't matter. Sweet. At least I think it is. Well, it has its best possible start. Get to the lounge here. Would they exile? I really? Sure. It doesn't go. I'm gonna kill it. I don't like this. But it doesn't go into creatures. Yeah, it's Crucius. Get rid of Trespass. Lesser. No, I like Teferi. I mean, I like blue-white control decks. I just also like complaining when I don't win. Well, that's unfortunate. Especially if they... Alright, looks like they had a land anyways. It's not unfortunate anymore. Were you stifling? I think I get rid of Obosh and say Lesser. Yeah. Okay, I did hit a land. I don't know what this 1 mana spell is. It wasn't swords. I don't know. Cursed Mirror. This artifact is a copy. Sure. That's fine. Answers defies. Sure. Okay. A lot less fine the second time. Why are you not... How are you just not doing it again? That's fine. Okay. So... Island... I kind of want to copy one of these, but I also want to actually cast Vial Smasher. I have more games with it doing something for real. Let's get rid of Persist. I don't have any non-legendary things going on, so... I mean, I could have countered this, I guess. I wasn't terribly concerned with it, though. I guess I'll counter it the second time, which makes me really wish I suppose we actually did counter it the first time. Oh. Okay. That's fine. This is just a... Is it a duplicate? It's a conjured card, alright, so yeah, it doesn't... So, red... I could cast it again. 6 damage, there, that... Yeah, we're gonna... I'm gonna cast it again. I'm gonna swing. And then I'm gonna get rid of this land. Fire Blast. Alright, I have 1 mountain. One of 2. They don't have a creature for that to reanimate. I kind of win if I'm left alone on my next turn here, so... Of course I'm not left alone. I mean, 2 Ruskos is good. One would argue. Do I bounce the first one? Let's see. Let's name... I'm just going to name Goblin. Yeah, I suppose I'll just bounce this thing, because it's just now probably never going to do what my opponent wants it to. I think that's okay. Okay. Sure. Fatal Push. Look, Krark is an ever-cascading issue. I'm going to keep casting it. so I can't use Krark this turn. I probably need to Fatal Push. No, the munitions is only 2 damage, right? Yeah, it's only 2 damage. I don't have to do anything. Okay, never mind. I probably still should have actually cast Fatal Push. I didn't realize I was about to lose it. Oops. So, 2 damage, Shatter. Kill you, blow up the... probably the Midnight Clock. Not terribly concerned about anything else, really. So, definitely not that thing. Oh, never mind. It saves their commander. Oh, wait. It returned it, which is also just saving it. Reading. We do that here sometimes. Okay. So... pass. Sure. I think I cast Entomb. Ribbons is lethal? Is it? They could have eaten... hold on, wait. They had 2 food to... wait, artifacts, you know, food... so they could have sacked both munitions to kill my commander? I don't think this is a real hand. This is slightly better. That completely whiffs. Cool. Love to see it. Well, my opponent has telepathy, but still. Telepathy's pretty good, I won't lie. It's still a pretty solid effect. Especially turn 1 telepathy. I don't believe I'm going to Dark Ritual. As much as it would, in fact, catch my opponent off guard. I don't think it's a good idea. I would force out the Force of Negation here. Like, absolutely. Draw a card, discard... yeah, I'm casting Kaito here. This might be a spot where my opponent, like, because I know about it, try to do something else. But it's a pretty solid 2-for-1 for a card that actually doesn't go away. Wow, they don't do it, though. I'm always casting Kaito. There's not even a question about it. Now Kaito's a little bit less appealing. And now I'm also just pulling ahead because they missed their land drop. I could just cast this, but I'm ahead significantly. I'm just not going to play Magic. That's fine. Yeah. As long as I'm playing lands, I'm just not going to do anything. Okay, they found a land. The game continues. Let's play you. The more turns my opponent goes without spending their mana, the better our game is getting, I think. So I'm just going to keep doing this. Okay, they have something to do this time. I don't really know what it could possibly be that's a problem. I don't care. Let's find out. I don't think there's any way they don't cast it. Wow, they didn't cast it. Alright. Go into discard. Love to see it. I'm not going to crack my fetch land. Ritual of Soot? Oof. That's a weird one, huh? That's actually a really weird one. I think I'm just going to grab a counterspell. Yeah. See, this is a good learning moment. They had information. The discard whiffed. But if your opponent is not hitting their lands, you don't want to give them opportunity to spend the mana that they do have. Especially if you're just playing a land every turn. You're going to pull ahead, and your opponent's going to just start falling behind. They're going to go to discard. They're going to start casting things at a weird time. You can start to dictate when things are happening. Especially when you're both sitting at 7 cards. So, in this kind of instant speed spells are super good for both players situation. You're just super far ahead by simply playing lands. Right? In a control matchup, or control mirror or something, whoever's playing the most lands is just going to be ahead on probably the most significant metric. There's other things that are important, but yeah, even with perfect information, that was fleeting. We're just going to pull ahead. I don't have to force out. I don't have to play a normal game, and then their 1, 2, 3 mana reaction spells keep them in the game as if they were playing lands anyways. They just sit there with reactionary things, but just avoid that. And then a random 4 mana instant speed tutor makes them concede. Because they can't counter it. Well, they can, but then they probably can't counter the next thing, and then now there's this catch-up issue that they're having on top of not having lands. And it makes your opponent think you're a control deck. So they're over it. Because you're not playing any cards. They're like, well, when I finally do draw lands, I'm just so behind. That whatever you got going on is a problem. Tiny Bones. I can't say I'm at all concerned about the text on Tiny Bones. Oh, wait, it's the weird one. It's not the 1-drop one. It's been a while since I've seen the 2-mana one. I'm going to keep this. We have a graveyard-based spell. I don't hate the things in my hand that much. Commandeer is funny, but I don't have spells for it, and this is a discard spell deck, so it's not really ever going to do anything. I kind of wish I didn't draw that, for many a reason. Okay, they're going down a route that I didn't anticipate. I think I react to this. They'll destroy and discard. Yeah, we're going to blow up that Mind Stone. I think that's rather significant. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. But my opponent discarded Liliana, so I think it is. They cast Tiny Bones. Even if it ends up, each opponent discarded a card. Alright, so I will... you know what? Let's, do I have double red? I do? Okay. I'm just going to kill it like this. I'm not going to crack the fetch land right now. Can use it to surveil later. Look at that. Urborg doing nothing. Nothing for the opponent. Double swamps. Amazing. Okay, I didn't expect them to cast it 2 turns in a row here. Do I cut to ribbons? Why does it... Black? Black? Red. I'm gonna cut this. We're gonna cut it. What if I didn't cut it? They have 2 cards in their graveyard? What if I just didn't cut it? I do have Drown in the lock, right? No! No, I don't have Drown in the lock. I don't have the mana. Alright. Shambles. Alright, fortunately we didn't get blown out or anything. Yeah, it looks like Drown wasn't going to do anything anyways. Funny enough, my opponent actually gave me mana here. Does this go into Planeswalker? Nope. We just cast this normally? Just cast it for real here? Yeah. This is a really good trade with the Vraska, I think. Let's get rid of... Cut at this point? Play you. Play nothing else. Now we have Drown. I guess. Oh, I did discard a card. Oh, that's really bad. I'd rather have not discarded a card there. Realm of Ko? Create a spirit token. That's really weird. Okay, so let's counter this. Because I want to counter it. And this ideally gives me a position to kill the Vraska. Turgid's Lantern here is not really that... Well, Lantern as a whole just isn't great, so... Love to see it. Let's get rid of you. I will kill Tiny Bones so they don't draw a card. The Overlord is just doing so much, I don't have to, like, play 50 cards in front of it or something. Let's cast this. I like that one. I highly doubt there's any way to proliferate again for the opponent, so probably not going to happen here. Graveyard Trespasser. Sure. Go for it. They eat Vraska. Alright. Let's grab... I think I just want to counterspell. And I just want to chill with this in play. Because until it's dealt with, I'm winning. I'm just winning. I don't need to find another, like, game-winning thing or something. I don't need that. Just a wall of counterspells and, well, actually both Overlords are going to get there here. Has this... It has died, so it's probably not super reliable. I should stick to my guns here. What if I cast this? Yeah, this makes things almost impossible to do anything against me, I think. Yeah, let's just do that. I will lose 3 life 60 times. I do not care. They can't even swing with the Trespasser. Actually, I could... Oh, I can discard Niv Mizzet and then just reanimate it. Oh, Lantern. What have you done? What have you done? Discard a card? No, wait. No. I don't want to get reanimated. There's no reason. I'm so far ahead, my opponent needs to deal with the board. The game's over anyways. I get into a pitfall of trying to do something about that. Seems wrong. I don't know why they're not eating the ribbons. Maybe they just want me to cast it to tap out or something. I don't care about Toxic Deluge here. No respect for it. Yeah, like I said, there's no reason to cast a funny, crazy thing, and there's just no reason. I'm so far ahead. I mean, actually, to be fair, I did cast a funny, crazy thing with the Force of Negation. I didn't have to cast this. Counterspell is probably just about as good, if not arguably better, because there's, like, nothing they're going to do against these 2 cards. But Deadly Cover-Up Resolving does eat one of them, and then the Virtue... Right? Is that what it does? Evidence collects... Yes. A card. So it eats one of them. It probably eats the blue one, and just has to eat the red damage. Because the blue one, I think cards are better than the damage. But this is very, very quick to kill, and it does stop their commander from ever doing anything. So I'm not sure. But yeah, Lantern is weird. I don't know the last time I've seen this. I've seen Turgid, obviously, but you don't normally see this side of it too often. In multiplayer, you, like, never see it, because the only reason to play this is this side of it. Especially, like, fetch lands and stuff. But this takes an insane amount of time to start to be good and problematic. Like, I'm going to go all the way down to, like, 2 before I start doing the other things. And in this exact spot, if I wasn't super scared, I could just have discarded this and reanimated it. Or they deadly cover up, eat the Niv Mizzet, and then we have 2 creatures to periodically consume. Liliana's nuts, though. That's pretty crazy. I think blowing up the Mind Stone was right. No, my opponent's losing anyways. I don't have to kill them in one shot. Weren't they just dead anyways? What? Weren't they just dead? 16, 5 plus 5, 10 plus 4? I guess they weren't dead. I could have cast Krark at that. Oh, I did it. I could have cast a Vial Smasher, I guess. That would have done it. What does this do? Could have Vial Smashered, I guess. Okay, well, this is bad. This is very bad. I should have mulliganed again, I think. Ugh. Psychic Frog. Well, Wizard says that's a card that's allowed. This is probably the best matchup for it, too, which is really funny. I'm going to get an island here. Alright, well, good luck with this. This is an insanely good card here. There's just, like, nothing they can do about it. I mean, maybe there is. I don't know. I don't think there is. Get rid of Fire Blast, obviously. This card is, like, probably the best card in my deck against a mono-red opponent. Equipment or equip... Alright. 4 damage. Opponent, by all means, continue to try to kill this Psychic Frog. Let's get rid of that one. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. They didn't activate Grim Lavamancer, which would have actually got rid of the rest of my hand. So I'm kind of surprised at that, actually. Kind of surprised at that. Maybe their hand is just better than mine, I don't know. Blocking with Smuggler's Copter doesn't make any sense to me. So there's... They can eat that with... Oh, leave it in the graveyard. Leave it in the graveyard. Yes! The blowout. Oh, their commander's gone forever. There's no way they're getting it back. Yes! There is 0 incentive to play a land. That's not true. That's not true. If you kill Psychic Frog at this point, go for it. You do the thing, opponent. You go for it. I'm pretty sure they're not getting their commander back ever. Oh, it's just extremely unlikely. Also, they're trading damage here. This is not a winning position for a red deck, really, I don't think. Maybe it is, I don't know. Maybe it is. I kind of doubt it severely, though. Oh, is this a red one? Oh, it is. Alright, so red. Boop. Alright. This is, like, far and away the best card I could have drew. It's not even close. That is a really good card, though, so... maybe not so much right now in this exact spot, to be honest. But still. Opponent is drawing kind of what they need to stay in it. Yeah, alright, I don't doubt that. I don't doubt of conceding. I just completely blew them out with killing their commander forever. Which, honestly, it's not even that scary. It's just doing 1 damage. It is a way to crew this forever, but they didn't show me any equipment. They did have Den. Okay, it's hard to brainstorm frogs. It's hard to not. So, blue-black? I think. Terramorphic Expanse. Oh my. That's not ideal. Turn 1. I'm gonna Watery Grave and Preordain. Yeah, we're gonna do that. This is a game where I'm doing it turn 1. This is good, but it's a bit slow. Another land is interesting. Maybe I do want this. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. We have something to do every turn that doesn't involve being super reactionary, so... I don't care about Cavern. I'm actually kind of surprised they go for Cavern this early. Nah, they must have a 2-drop. Yeah, never mind. Oh, okay, they just didn't get Cavern? They could have just waited on this then? I'm not sure the idea. What the heck is this? Creatures trample and deals damage to players. Seeks that. Okay, that's kind of insane. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit crazy. This is the slowest green opener possible. But it's still a mono green deck, so... swing with the... Yep, swing with the frog first. So we draw. Okay. How important is it to kill this? What if I just went around it? That seems really wrong. Seems incredibly incorrect. Okay, I didn't find an answer. So now we're like... Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O territory. I really needed to draw something there, I think. Yeah, I just needed to draw something. I didn't draw it. Mossborn can just solo me now. I'm also not drawing anything for a while, so this is a huge problem. Yeah, this is just so annoying. Mono green just doesn't care about what you're doing. It's just so annoying. And I'm not even drawing anything for 6 turns, so it's 100% to lose here. Blue source, seek. I can't do that because I lose. 8, can't do that because I lose. They block. Draw, doesn't matter. I think we just 100% lost this game. I think we just lost it completely. I play that, I lose? Okay, the only thing I can do... That's just so unrealistic. The only thing I can do is they don't have an untapped land. That's it. That's it. Counterspells doesn't do anything. Well, they didn't play a land immediately, so... I guess that's a good sign. Okay. Alright, they actually didn't have it. This is the only conceivable way I get back in the game, so... You got it. I can't believe that. They find a, what is this, a 4 mana card or something? So do we think they trade? Why would you trade? I wouldn't even trade either, so... Yeah, no, I wouldn't trade. I'm just gonna swing. They didn't have a land, though. They did not have a land. Do I have another blue source? I do. Let's do this. They did not have a land, but they still went with the keep the Nissa thing. What does that mean? They found a 4 off the axe. That is not a land. Cycle of Renewal. Sack a land, search a library for 2 basic land cards. Okay. Nope. Sure. The Lumra setup. Doesn't matter unless Lumra enters, though, so... Draw. That's interesting. I guess I'm just going right into the... They can't trade. They cannot trade, so we just cast Temporal Trespass here. Can I cast it with Vial Smasher? 5. I think I actually can. So here, because the Psychic Frog can discard, I should have counted so I dealt more damage to my opponent. Let's go here. So 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 5. It's 9. I don't need you. Or you. Okay. They take a bajillion zillion. Oh, no, they don't. Right. They don't take that damage. Tragic. I forgot. That's not how this card works. Rip. Oh, they're still over it. Okay. Sure. Yep, so... Yeah, we played to our outs there. Recognizing that a counterspell doesn't do anything. What is this? Cleansa? Commandeer could do something. The rest of the hand is just completely abysmal, though. Okay, I'm gonna gamble on this. Oh, the Roaring Revealed's a pretty good card. Could consider that one. Possibly. I probably wanted to play the Verge here, actually. Oh, they're doing nothing. Never mind. Watery Grave. What does that mean? Well, guess it doesn't mean anything. Blue-red. Blue-black. So... blue-red again. It's fine. That's also fine. Okay. Drowned Catacomb. All right. I don't like what's happening right now. That's a card that has text on it. Mishra's Bauble? What? You draw a card. Huh? I think I just cast this, right? We just cast this? It's like, just cast it. Sure, why not? Okay, it just worked. I didn't expect that. Let's get rid of, Gurmag Angler, maybe? I think so, yeah. It's not a Gurmag Angler game. Okay, I did not expect that to work. I'm kind of confused as to why it worked. What's the what's the there's like a weird... We played this and it did a bunch of crazy stuff. But it didn't cast it, though. Okay, it looks like it's got a lot of artifacts in it. Duelist... Mine's power equals... Okay. Okay, they saw that, so we play that as a land. I'm going to lead with cut regardless. There's just no way you fight over this. That doesn't make sense. Okay, sure. I think I'm keeping the Sink into Stupor in my hand. So... They're going to have to deal with Overlord eventually. Could put them in an awkward turn cycle. Rhystic Study, that's... you. Yep. Please play Rhystic Study. Okay, never missing a land drop. I don't think my life total matters. Let's... Actually, we can cast anything. We're just going to cast this. We're just going to cast it. And you can draw your card. I'm going to put Commandeer into my hand and just bin... I don't really think reanimating Gristlebrand makes any sense. It really doesn't. No, I'm just going to put that to my hand and bin... Ragavan? One of these. Yeah. Alright, so there is definitely a room for, like, some kind of Croxa card in this deck for that exact situation. Ristic Study did draw a card, to be fair. It actually did draw a card. Let's pass. So now we have this chillin'. That's fine, yeah. I'm sure there's a way to kill the 5-3, obviously, but make them have them. Okay, I'm not gonna do anything about that. Now that is probably worth countering normally. Yeah. I don't think I can vomit my whole hand into a Commandeer. That seems just preposterous, especially if it doesn't work. It doesn't look like it's going to work, so. This is a 3-4? Sure. Alright, we can cast Krark, and it can die like 3 times before I'm deeply concerned about stuff, so. I don't even think there's a major incentive to kill it. Well, this turn cycle, I mean. Opponents set a healthy life total, they're just chilling, so. Roaming Throne. Yeah, nothing I can do about that. Advisor. Okay. Do I have another Surveil land? I don't think I do. No, I don't. I'll get the Xander's Lounge. I'm probably never going to cycle it if I find it, so. Curiosity. Alright. That is an incredibly strange solution to the Overlord. Well, it's not really much of a solution at all. Okay, I'll just pass. I want my opponent to do something more. Please. Do something more here. Please do something more. Okay, you can cast anything. You cast your commander now? You cast Shieldred. Okay, I didn't have a counter spell anyways. You got it. Midnight Clock. Nope. No interaction on my end. Alright, so I play Curiosity, which is less damage but more cards? Curiosity? Wait, that's not true at all. No, that's not true. So, here. Okay, 1. Then I cast this. Okay, 1. I guess I'll not crack the fetch land still. Draw. They're just dead. How did this situation come to pass? How did this happen? Like, what just happened? What just happened? Uncounterable land. A bunch of lands every turn. Ristic Study, Midnight Clock, Mox, Opal, Roaming Throne for the setup. Doesn't cast it, goes for Shieldred. You know what I think happened here? I think both of us just decided we were going to be really, like, conservative and play around each other's stuff. Like, I could have actually reanimated Gristlebrand here. Grenzo. What Tameo is this? This is the blue-green one, so it's the extra turn spam that isn't Ral. None of this hand does anything. This hand is about as bad. Ugh. Come on, game. I've been so good. Alright, whatever. I'm not going to 6. It can come together. It probably won't, but it can, legally speaking. If we get the law involved here, I think it's possible. Okay. Snuff out his swamp, right? Yep. Or you controlling a swamp, rather. Double basic and no 1 or 2. Well, that's what I need. That's what I need for this game to have a thing. Alright, they have a Stifle? They do. I have 0 respect for Stifle. I'm not going to say it's why I lost the game, but it's obviously really good here. It's like the blue Ragavan. Oh. What? So, mountain... Huh. Alright, well, super punished for not playing a swamp last turn, kind of. I don't think it's ever right to respect Stifle. It just gets you sometimes. But so does Ragavan. Just these 1 mana stupid cards that end a game before it starts. Alright, well, Croxa wasn't going to do anything then. Okay, I can get Lightning Bolt. Kill him. I guess I should Lightning Bolt this. But I'm not doing anything else. Okay, whatever. There's no shot you also have Wash Away. No, of course you do. My bad. That's my bad. I thought I was... Yep, Stifle, Wash Away. You got it. Silly me, thinking I could play the game. That's my bad. Get rid of Croxa. Greater. No, lesser. Lesser. Well, the graveyard hate's gone, so... That's cool. If I kept the no, there's no keeping the treasure. Tamio doesn't look great here at all, so that's a really good sign. I think, unless it isn't. Tamio just doesn't seem good at all here. Please minus the Tamio. Okay, they grab Birds of Paradise? So now if I kill the Haywire, I don't think things are looking too good for them. Ooh! Oh, am I going to turn this around with the... Well, not if I do that. 2 Shatter, so 2 damage in Shatter. Let's get rid of, I think, the extra turn. And then do lesser. Okay. I should probably just kill that. No, I'm gonna be super... No. No. Get wrecked. You don't get anything. Okay. Swing. And then final parting reanimate? Gristlebrand? Ooh, it's kind of sketchy. It's actually kind of sketchy here. Niv Mizzet is probably slightly better. Yeah, I don't have a lot of life total to play with. I think Niv Mizzet's better. No, it kind of just, like, isn't, though. You know? This is where I'm overthinking it. I'm overthinking it. There's no conceivable way in which this is incorrect. So, I will draw now. Okay, let's play Theater. Grief is kind of neat. I don't think I want it, though. Let's discard you. Greater. Alright. Discard the Tolarian Terror? No, I should probably discard this fetch land that I can't realistically crack. Actually, that's not true. That's not true. Let's get rid of Curiosity. I will not swing with Crucius. Oh, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Had a counterspell anyways, but still. Okay, so I can draw 7 and then draw 45. Or I can play a nice, calm, relaxing control game, which involves me winning. Alright, I don't even know what I was going to do there. I'm actually not sure. I could draw a ton of cards, but like... Yeah, I lost the game because I tried to cast a spell. Oh look, the 5th game in a row that's completely and utterly decided by 1-mana cards. Crazy. Tamio, on the play. Needs to be on the play. No blue source. Well, actually I do have a blue source. It's just not a turn 1 blue source. But I guess I can just play Ragavan. Oh, yep. That tracks. Of course. That tracks. I would love them to not attack here. That's actually amazing. So let's find an island of some kind. Let's think about this. Yeah, I'm not gonna unable to scream, so. Another land is fine? I want to say yes. I'm gonna say another land is fine here. Force of Negation. So let's play you, and then play Krark. No, I think I just try to surprise my opponent with Brazenbauer. Show and tell? What? No? I know I have this, but I don't trust that at all. I do not trust that at all. This, I don't know, is probably something a lot stronger on my opponent's side than what I have to offer, so. Alright, yep. Tamiel's gone. It's probably gone forever. Well, so far this is not actually weighted that high. Vial Smasher has not been playing against the best things in the format. Up until the past 20 minutes. Ooh. How was the do nothing until my opponent has Urtai situation feel? Not very great. Can just get rid of that. Land. Oh, it is a land. Yeah, it's a land. Should have been more specific. So, Swamp. Yeah. Probably wanted to just play Seagate. I don't know. I don't see Vial Smasher being great here, but I don't really see Psychic Frog being great either, so it probably doesn't matter. Well, if you're going to kill it, you have to do it right now. Well, it would be wise to do it now, It would work on my turn, but you should do it now. That is not the solution. Let's get rid of you. Get rid of you. Alright, well. That's ideal. We could, well, you could have stifled the frog discard. Don't stifle the card draw. What are you doing? Huh? Okay. So, display that. Huh? What? Consigned to memory is just in my opponent's deck. I imagine they now have Bowmasters? No? Okay. Well, I can cast my commander. There's nothing else to do? That's not true. Okay. I can't do anything about that. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Not realistically. I can next turn, though. Well, mine is vastly superior to my opponent's. But it's doing the thing that you would like to be doing. Probably. Still don't really get consigned to memory here. Seems just so insane. I would probably play Stifle before I play Consign. Okay. Let's see if this works. Do I reanimate Gristlebrand? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. I think I'm just ahead. Okay, there's no answer to that. I could have maybe done it there. Okay, that was a mistake. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Looks like it wasn't gonna work anyways. Suppose that works out. Works out as best as it can. I don't have anything going on here. Even if this lives. There's nothing going on. That's so gross. I guess I do 5 damage, cycle it. That's actually just ridiculous. Ugh. What does that even do? I mean, it's 4 damage. Are we actually going to get around this? Hold on. Tail's End. Bedlam Reveler? 5? No way. No way. I don't know if they're incentivized to cast their commander. They are. We won this game. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Unbelievable. That's just crazy. They had just... Well, like I said, it's Historic Brawl. Everything's 1, 2, and 3. Consign is just wild. That's so weird. Wow. Yep. Okay. Still no commandeer. Oh well. I could have taken an extra turn there, I think. Sure. 3. Oh wait, no. This doesn't work, right? Yeah, it doesn't work. Oh wait, yeah, no, it doesn't work. So 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grief. Oh, can't cast it. Can't cast it, can't cast it. Play this. Alright. Ah, yes. I really did just get dunked on by Lionel Rells, I think. I really do think that. I don't like this. Okay, I like the wash away here. We probably get way more than one extra turn, actually. It's a lot more than one extra turn. Oh, look. A game that would have been decided completely by one drop. Crazy. Actually crazy. Well, suppose I'm playing an island. Well, no, I can Fatal Push, too. I can Fatal Push. That's why I can get a mountain. I think that's better. Okay, that lets me play Vial Smasher. I think that's better than Croxa. What does this do? Okay. Do I... What do I do here? I think I'll just get Croxa going. No, just leave up Murderous Rider. As if it isn't going to do something. It probably just gets this game close to being closed out, actually. Do I copy my commander on this turn? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'd rather just run out of stuff to do first before I, at some point, maybe do slightly more damage or something. I did actually just plenty of damage with that Croc, so they did discard a land. That was 5 damage. Well, that's exactly why I need to leave up mana. Alright. Played plenty of games with this. So it wasn't tier 1. Or bracket 5, whatever. There was a 30-minute window where suddenly all I saw were like the craziest commanders in the game. But other than that 30-minute window, I saw reasonable commanders. Vial Smasher does more than I thought it would. It's extremely difficult to have 2 in play and then do more things after. But it isn't impossible. It might have happened once. I'm not even sure if it happened ever. I'm actually not sure. Maybe it did happen once, but like I don't think I really ever got Vial Smasher with Sakashima copying it in one game and had two of them going. And if I ever did, I definitely don't think it's how I won the game. I don't know. Maybe there was a game. There's a lot of craziness today. Like the cloning of Sakashima on anything is really nice. Might want to come back to this commander in the future and play like 10 to 15 more creatures. This was really good, apart from, Entomb, Reanimate, Persist, Final Parting. I never got Commandeer to go off, but I will say Vial Smasher actually did do something. It just did. Vivi didn't. Maybe this is wrong. This could just be something else, maybe. It is the turn you would play your commander instead, right? So it is a bit awkward here. Might just be better as something else. It's not that exciting to have two VVs with Sakashima either. It's not like I'm trying to cast 5 million mana spells. Although I did have a fair amount of them. All of these try their best at cheating their mana cost in some way, or being just cheated into play or something like that. But not all of them. I actually don't think I... Did I? I might have hit someone with a Tellurian Terror for 7. I never cast Gurmag Angler. There might have been too many Delve cards that are fighting for the same thing. That's why I didn't have Kroxa to begin with. But Kroxa came in as something to actually entomb when I'm not just simply winning the game with the Reanimate after the fact. So I think Kroxa's good. Same with Final Parting. If I'm casting it and I'm not reanimating something, it's good to have some kind of escape card. I guess I had Ribbons. I don't have a lot of faith in just entombing Ribbons and then slamming my opponent for like X for 5, and then that would be another 7 with this. I mean, there's a lot of damage, it comes out of nowhere, I guess. But still, I'm not sure. I think there were too many Delve cards. Niv Mizzet, I think, is slightly better than Grenzo, especially with the ability to cast Curiosity on my commander, and then you start drawing cards. You can't enchant your opponent's card and draw cards. I did that twice. Fortunately, the time I did it this time, it didn't cost me the game. I lost that game anyways, but it wasn't because I lost my Curiosity. I put it on my opponent's commander. You have to... an opponent has to take damage. So on paper, an EDH, you Curiosity that person's thing, and then they swing at that person over there, and then you draw. But if they swing at you, you don't draw. So you can't enchant on a 1v1 basis like that. Unless for some reason you want Devotion that is very, very annoying to deal with, then I guess you could do it there. But I had a wide range of opponents. I don't think I fared super bad against the, bracket 5 things that I sporadically bumped into today. Don't think it was too egregious, but definitely didn't feel like I was ever in a major advantage playing against those matchups. I saw Johnny, and just like every other time I see it, it's kind of the only commander that I don't like to play against, period. I don't even like to make an attempt at it. I just kind of don't like it. I see a Johnny every now and again. Fortunately, I don't see it all the time, but when I do, really with any strategy, I think a Johnny is the best commander. I really think that. Maybe I'm convinced now. It probably is. At some point, I'd probably say Scythus is still, solid. It's not unbeatable or anything, but a Johnny is so good. It's just kind of crazy. It really is kind of just crazy. So I just didn't stand a chance against it. What else? Apart from trying to run a bunch of creatures and presenting, repeating threats, I guess. I don't even know what that package looks like. I don't like the heist thing, really. Like Kefka cards or something like that. I'm not really sure what the Grixis creatures even would be. I guess you could go completely into black-red aggro. You could actually play mono-red. Oh, you know what? There's more ways to play this. I'll definitely give this a second shot at some point. There's actually there's probably more than 2 ways to arrange some kind of thing with this commander. Mono red, black red. less creatures and some control thing. But yeah, I think slightly too many delve cards. They seem to be fighting each other to be. If you ever drew a second one, I should say, I was finding myself never really able to use it. Commandeer never came up. A Commandeer is very random, though, right? It's, a lot of times it's not going to do much, to be fair. But when it does something, it's usually pretty good. Most of the time, when it does something, your commander isn't in play at that point. But sometimes it is, and you just slam them for 7. Random damage isn't that great. Like, if I do 7 damage twice, that doesn't win the game. It's just 14 damage. So you do need a way to like win beyond just a few pokes, even if those pokes are fairly large. But it is just sort of, I'm just finding myself winning games just through the value and the chip damage. Like, it's just coming together kind of nicely, which is a good sign, I suppose. I wasn't just hitting someone for 14 and then losing. I was actually getting there, and not necessarily constantly in a control-esque lockout scenario. I was genuinely winning with damage. Actually, games where I thought I was just losing, like, oh, my opponent's turned the game around, they've stabilized, I've got nothing going on, let me start complaining for the next 3 seconds, 30 seconds, but then I won, just out of nowhere. Vial Smasher's like, oh no, you're still good, and then I just got over everything that was impeding me on the board there. So it's got some cool play to it. I do like this. I had the Dualcaster Mage copy combo in here, but there's not really a tutor thing going on to find them. That's another thing you could put in here, though. Helm of the Host is way too much mana to just try to spam more Vial Smashers in play with it. But if you do run it, I guess you could also then have the Godo idea. It would be kind of cool to see maybe a Mana Rock version of this and just go super big. Yeah, there's actually a lot to this. At first I had like no faith in this. I'm adding to the variable of assuming I was going to play against the sweatiest things the entire time, but I didn't. So the floodgates are a bit more open than they were with things that are possible with this. This is one of those commanders that probably does have like 400 cards. You can play with it, or 300 maybe. Be more conservative effort there, but yeah, I like this commander. I didn't think I would. It's the first partner I've played. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's the first partner I've played. And I like how they work really nicely with each other and also can just do completely different things if they want. You do not have to make a second Vial Smasher. You can do anything you want. This can copy legendaries. It is a Spark Double, right? Yeah, Spark Double, except not Planeswalkers. And doesn't get the loyalty counter or whatever, which doesn't matter most of the time. So yeah, huge fan of this commander. Expect to see it in the future. It did require a Mythic Craft, so definitely expect to see it in the future. But yeah, let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making the deck. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for the super chat, funding the war effort, so I could make it in the first place. All right. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. Get out of here.